Hi, welcome to my latest video. I haven't been recording in a while, so it's gonna be awkward. I'm still trying to find the rhythm of these YouTube videos, like how often should I record, how often I should do X, yada yada yada. Today's topic, I think I still haven't figured out a system for this, but I was thinking either today is gonna be about cars or about how you can regain control of your life. Because I was reading recently that this concept of agency, right, or self-agency, where if you feel like you don't have control of your life, or like there's a issue, and you don't feel like you have any control over it, how to solve it, then you kind of feel hopeless, and you don't want to do anything really. So I've been thinking about that a lot. Yeah, I mean, yeah, I didn't write a script for this, but I think it's just because one reason I'm feeling like this is because it's the afternoon and people are awake. Before this, I record at night, so I'm not really scared of people like listening to me. So I'm trying not to speak too loudly because I'm in public, and I don't want people to know I'm recording a video because like it's weird, right? I mean, I feel weird, especially since what I'm going to talk about is very very personal. Like it comes from the heart, you know. I'm a sincere guy, and yeah. Recently I've been thinking about how I want to buy a new car, right? Like my car is 10 years old, but I still want to buy a new car. Every day I look at a new car online, I look at people driving a new car, and I just get the desire to buy it. Just like, for example, I just feel like how cool would it be if I had a new car, if I had like, you know, expensive car, good looking car with nice color, nice anything really. I just think how cool it would be. But then I think about the financial cost it will bring me, about the headache, because I want to buy a Chinese car made from China, right? China car brand. But then the long-term liability is not there. So I would just be like hemorrhaging money or hemorrhaging time, which I know I don't want to do, but I still want the car, you know? And I'm just thinking that, yeah, it's just me fighting the desire to upgrade my car. And I think this relates to a bigger problem, or not problem, but a bigger trend in my life, where I know I should do something or I know I shouldn't do something, but my internal feelings get in the way. Because I know, like, for example, the car, I can use it for at least 2 to 5 more years, right? Save out money or delay the gratification until I get more, until my income gets higher or my savings goes higher. That is a financially smart decision, right? But then the day-to-day experience of me just thinking about the car just so gets a lot, right? Because like I like my car, but then again, other cars are so much better. I think, yeah, there's really a lot of things in my life. Like, for example, my habits. I've known about these habits since I was like 18 or younger, right? But then I don't do them. I just delay them for whatever reason. Like, I tell myself every day that I'll do it, then I don't do it. Like, I'm sure you've faced this moment before, where you're late at night, right? It's like 2 a.m. and you're like, wow, I'm gonna change my life. You get that feeling, right? Then you just don't change your life. And that's the feeling I get every day, every night. I think to myself, why don't I do this? Because like the concept I've been trying to apply is this concept of like elite plus and mini. So for mini, I know that it's the version of a habit that you could do on your worst days. Elite, I think I've talked this before. Elite is like if there was an elite version of you out there, whatever that looks like in your mind, that's the person that would do this version of your habits consistently. Then plus is a tool you can use, whether to be either closer to mini or closer to elite based on how far you are in your journey. So let's say you're a mini, you put plus slightly above mini, so you do plus instead of mini. Or if you're close to elite, you do put plus near elite, so you're more likely to do plus elite. Or if you're like you're almost there but you're not really there, you just do plus, right? Which is still like it's 70% of elite. That's what I'm trying to do, but like it's hard. Like, it's simple, right? Because like I don't think it's not a timing issue because I got time. It's an energy issue. It's an emotional issue, right? Because when I think about doing these habits, or even anything really that I know I need to do, that I think will help in my life, I just get this weird feeling, like a resistance in my brain. Like I don't want to do it. Could just be like the task is unclear, the class is difficult, or like I don't know where to start, or any of these things. Like, I've read all the books, I'm sure you have, but to implement them into your life, to see what works, is difficult, to say the least. I just think about like, I'm just disappointed in myself sometimes because I know I should do all these things, right? But I just don't do them. It's just so annoying because I know if I did them right, I'll be a totally different person than I am today. Like, imagine I did everything I wanted to do for 5 years, or even like 1 year, right? At the end of the year, I'll be like a totally different person. But I just don't do it, so, which is what I'm struggling with right now, because now I can't blame a job, right? Because like I'm in my notice period. So what else is there to blame? Like, it's just me, isn't it? End of the day, it's just me. I like this saying from Alex Amosi, where he said like, right now you're young, you have no commitments, you have the most energy. So if you can't do it now, what makes you think you can do it when you have a lot more things to do, right? When you have kids, when you have a wife, when you have obligations, or if you have sick parents, you have this, you have that. What makes you think when you have more things to do, you could start to do habits or maintain them when you can't even do it now? I guess that really struck me because he's right, you know? Like, life will get harder for me from now on. So if I can't do this now, when can I do it, right? Because you got to build the habit first, or you do the action first and you optimize it. To give you an example from my own life that I think about, it's like, why don't I prepare for things, right? I think the main snare comes up is like, it's always a value judgment, meaning that you look back from the outcome. It's outcome based. I think that's a better way of putting it. So, for example, if you succeed, then all your things you did before that was correct. Whereas you fail, it's the opposite. Where it doesn't matter how much you prepare, doesn't matter how much you thought, you fail, and it's pointless. I think that's my worry. I worry that if I prepare and I fail, then like, why would I prepare? Or it's more like, I'm imagining a scenario where you prepared, you gave it your best, but then you fail. Then I imagine a person, criticizing me, saying, "Wow, why you don't do, like, why didn't you do X? Why didn't you X?" It's always that you failed, so let's try to find a reason you failed. And it could be you didn't prepare enough, you didn't do that. Whereas it could just be the case that it's bad luck, man. Or it could just be the case, look, this is all I could give. This is all I did. I think it's sufficient, right? Because like, if I study for 24 hours a day without sleep and I study 10 hours, is there really a big difference, right? Like, there's always this person, this imagined person that's controlling me whenever I think about doing something. When I think, let's say I want to prepare for an interview, I say I give it 30 minutes, like 1 hour, right? 20 minutes, 5 days. Is that enough? Who knows? But no matter how much I do, right? If it fails, then it doesn't matter, because like, this person will come and criticize me. And just to be clear, it's not even a real person. It's a construct of my mind that just comes to my head and like tries to stop me from doing these things. And it annoys me so much. Frustrates me because like, where is this person coming from, right? Why are they not satisfied? Why do they keep always criticizing me? It's always outcome based, right? It's always outcome based. So I'm trying to reframe my mindset to be like, you prepared X amount, right? And that's it. Whether it fails or not is up to you, right? And you could prepare insanely well, so much unreasonable, and you could still fail, right? And that's not even questioning whether how effective your preparedness is, because I could say I could study for 10 hours, but if I'm just rereading a textbook and I'm distracted half the time, is it so much better than if I said 5 hours but I did questions all the time, and each question I got wrong, I tried to understand what I did wrong, and I got feedback, and I was fully paying attention, and I took some intentional breaks. Like, one is 5 hours, one is 10, right? By the timing wise, 10 hours is better, but in effectiveness, 5 hours can be much better. But then it's not more the effectiveness, it's this critic inside my head that's just relentless. It's relentless, man. Like, I think this critic stops me from doing a lot of things. stops me from preparing myself, stops me from trying. Because right now, like, I'm still trying to figure out what to do in my life, right? To me, it's the day to day. Like, I can't even go to bed on time, man. Like, I can't even go to bed on time. To me, it's a bit pathetic, you know. But I'm sure most people have this issue because I talk to my friends, they struggle with sleep too. But why is it when it comes to me, I get so like emotional, right? I just don't know, man. Now I'm thinking about other things like, should the camera be closer to me or not? I don't know. I mean, you have a comment in the video. If you think the camera should be closer, then I'll move the camera. But I don't think it matters that much because it's just a talking head video, and yeah, I don't think you guys care that much. No one's even watching. Just me, like one other person probably. Yeah, how long do you think this video should be? Because I'm thinking 20 to 30 minutes. So like they're a bit long, and it helps me practice my public speaking skills in a sense, because I'm able to talk for, let's say, 30 minutes continuously. Because I imagine as I get older, this skill will be useful. And you can tell I'm very low energy. But that's because, one, I am. Two is because it's the afternoon and I don't want people to hear me talk. At night, it doesn't matter much. Yeah, that's about it. I think recently I've been trying to do my habits, keep them consistent, and I've been trying to do the concept where you can't get rid of a bad habit, but you can replace it. Right? So, for example, instead of watching YouTube or doom scrolling on my phone, I will just read or I write. So, simple change, which I know I should do, which I've been trying to do for so many years, but I can never get it consistently, right? And accept that this is not a panacea for your life. So, there's this fallacy where if you arrive at a place, you will finally be happy. But it's not that. You arrive at a place, you move the goalposts, or you won't feel happy. It's like a treadmill, right? The treadmill, you run on it. It's endless, right? So I keep falling for that fallacy, where I think that once I have this car, once I have this down, once I have the job, once I have this, one of that, I'll be there. But every time I'm proven wrong, right? I thought I needed a job. I got a job. Like, I still feel the same. I still feel happy. I still feel annoyed. I feel anxious. I don't do my habits. I like, what have you, man. Like, I got some money, sure. But then I'm thinking about other financial things. Like, oh my God, is this enough to save? Is this enough for a house? So I don't really, I'm not there, right? I keep moving the goalposts. Keep finding new things to worry about. But I still keep having that thought where if I get a job that pays me X amount, I will finally be happy, right? Or I will finally reach or arrive there, whatever. But I know that's wrong, but I can't stop the thought. I think I don't focus enough on the process. So what kind of person should I be, will I become if I want to reach a certain goal? So maybe the issue is not that I should focus on arriving there. So for example, I should think that once I get a certain income or once I reach this goal, I will be a much happier person. It's more that what kind of person will I be once I reach the goal? Because Alex Hormozi says the same thing. It's not that the goal makes you better, right? It's not that the goal is good. The goal itself is not inherently valuable, right? It doesn't tell you anything. The most important is who you become in pursuit of the goal, right? Because if you cheat, right, or let's say you get like out of the sky, your goal is successful, but if you don't change as a person, then what's the point? I think that's a much better way of thinking about it. Because to relate back to my example of the outcome being it all, right? So if you fail, it doesn't matter how much you prepare, you still failed. I think maybe it's an Asian thing, right? Because you only look at outcomes. But what kind of a person did you become in the process? So maybe you tried to do something, you prepared a lot, and you prepared effectively. You asked people, they agree, but then you fail, right? Instead of being bitter, instead of feeling you waste your time, instead of like all these thoughts in your head, Like, I'm sure you have experienced them before. I'm sure I have. All the judgment from people, right? Think about what kind of person did you become in the process. Because it could be that you failed, right? Because it's competition. But you look back at yourself and like, look, the person I became through all this effort, no matter what anyone says, it's a much better person than I was at the beginning, right? And look, I'm sure you're listening to this thing, wow, of course lah, Sufyan, that's so obvious, right? Or that's what it's like, it's so obvious, right? It's such a good way to think. But your life is so difficult. I'm not sure this is like, maybe it's the Asian thing, but like Asia, like you focus a lot on outcomes, right? So if you're rich, you're fit, you got connections, like, do we use that as a basis to judge, right? From backwards, right? So we get the outcome, we move backwards, right? Oh, sorry, you get outcome, we move backwards. I'm saying we move this way. So who are you becoming when you reach the goal? But it's hard, man. Like, in Asia, if I say this, it'd be like, oh, this guy's just talking shit, right? Like, he doesn't have a car, he's not successful. Whereas, I mean, I think maybe it's an Asian thing, where, like, example, I'm a successful doctor, I got money, I got influence, and what's the matter I do day to day, right? Or what's the matter what I do? Whereas I could say all this, I'm just your average guy, like, really average, right? All things considered, you'll think, oh, this guy has nothing to show for it, right? That's also an obstacle that you have to face. Because to me, I don't like to think about influencing people or being famous, being this, being that, because you're tying this to an outcome, which is not within your control. Even if you reach it, right? Like I said, you cheat or it's luck, then it defeats the purpose. This sort of mindset, which I'm trying to adopt, I want to focus more on the process, right? Because maybe like I do all these videos, you guys see me grow, but then maybe look like, maybe you're not impressed, right? Maybe I look back, look, I don't have like 20 million in my ringgit in my bank account. I don't have a six pack, I don't have influence, I don't have like, I don't know, like 500 friends, right? Or maybe I'm not even the best guy, like I'm not even the most religious, most nice, most thing, but I want to be able to say to myself that, look, I improved as a person, right? No matter, like, it's not about me versus other people, because you'll never win, right? I know this firsthand. You'll never win, because whatever aspect you choose, there's always someone out there better than you. But the key is, if I adopt this mindset and I do the actions, right, however much they are, no matter what anyone says, in 10 years' time, can I look back at myself and be proud? Because I think that's what I want, right? Just to be proud, to look back at yourself and like, look, man. Because like when I think about what people are like, I'm impressed by people that I respect. It's a journey, right? Like maybe it's a journey. Like could be that, look, could just be like you're just a doctor, right? I say just, but doctors have a lot of training. But saying like compared to like a neurosurgeon, right? They could say they're more successful than this random GP. But then you hear the guy's story, right? You hear his struggles, his process, how long it took him to get there, what it means for him and his family. Like that's the part I'm impressed by, right? That's the journey, right? No matter if someone else is a neurosurgeon or a famous surgeon who maybe by objective terms is better, but like I don't care about that. I care about your journey, right? And yeah, that's the person I'm trying to be. I'm trying to be a person where I can tell my children, look at myself, look, I came a long way. And maybe I'm not the richest guy, I'm not the most handsome guy, I'm not XXXXX. But I look back and I grew a lot, right? And I'm continuing to grow. And I'm happy with my progress. I'm content, right? I'm satisfied. And my satisfaction and my growth is not dependent on being number one, right? It's not dependent on beating someone else. It's not dependent on other people's view. It's more of an internal thing. And I think, because I want to have kids, right? And one reason I think I don't want to have this sort of mindset or I want to improve is just because like the kids, first of all, will see what you do, right? We'll copy your thoughts, copy your philosophy. So in my current state, I don't think I want my kids to copy me, man. I think I can do a lot better, right? And I want my kids to be better. So, and I want to teach them that it's not about the external things, right? Like they're important. You have to have like a basic level, right? But as you get older, and for your own sort of sense of self, these internal things matter more. Because in life, like, let's take the most simple example, right? I know someone who's really rich, worth probably nine figures in their for family, right? I asked them, they're rich? No, really, because they know people who are a lot richer than them, right? They know people a lot more power than them. So even these people that have a lot of money, they're not satisfied, right? Or maybe it's being humble, but you never know. But what I'm saying is, even if you reach the goal of, say, your net worth is nine figures, there's someone with 1 billion, right? 10 figures. Someone, you meet people who are just, almost rich as you, but they have a better life. Or maybe the business is more stable. Maybe they have a more beautiful wife. Maybe they have more kids. Maybe they have more cable. Maybe they have X, 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 X. Like a lot of things. So like, that's just one aspect, right? So if reaching that goal will still leave you with this sense of comparison, what's the point? So it's not about the goal. It's who you become in the process, and that's what I'm trying to do. Think about this whole time. It's 20 minutes. Do I want to say more? I think also another aspect I'll talk about is the sense of control. Because by adopting this mindset and trying to change who you are as a person, adopt a new identity, you're exerting control of your life, right? And when you have more control of your life, it makes you psychologically healthier. I remember this video from Dr. K. He's the host of the YouTube channel called Healthy Gamer. He talks about how, like, these people that have difficult jobs, right, or difficult things to do, it's not that you should make their life easier. It could be the case that they just don't have enough hard things to do. Like, the surface level is that they need more hard things to do, and then they'll adapt, right? But the hard things shouldn't be forced upon them by external force. It'd be something they chose. Ironically, if they do more hard things that they chose, right, outside of working hours, outside of the problem, then they actually be able to cope better with work or whatever it is, because they've proven to themselves that they can do hard things that they've chosen, right? And it's voluntary. So something is not just about giving less; it's about giving more, but in a correct way, or like handle things differently. You accept the hard things, but you add more based on what you want to do, and you reassess everything. It turns out, look, I can do it, right? Of course, I'm not saying like if your boss gives you more work, you'll do better, right? Because that's forced on you, right? It's not something you want to do, and then you start thinking. So it needs to be something internal. So that's like, whenever I think about how difficult life is, or how difficult this job is, or how difficult interviewing is, I think about this thing where perhaps I just don't have enough hard things in my life. So, or I don't exert enough control on my life. Like, could do something as simple as, for me, like, I use my phone too much, right? So it's something simple as, when I go to the toilet, when I take a shower, when I brush my teeth, when I eat, there's no phone. I just focus on activity, and whatever sensations may come up, I deal with them. And that's just something, like small thing like that. I'm exerting control of my life, and it's difficult. Or like waking up the same time every day, or exercising, or doing my habits, or just brushing my teeth, right? Could be like you brush your teeth like 1 minute a day. Now you brush your teeth 2 minutes a day. Now you brush twice a day. Now you floss. Now you add this, add that. I think that's a good way to live. And I know, like, whenever I do what I said I'm gonna do, like just now, my sense of anxiety decreases. Because I think normally I feel a sense of anxiety in my life. Like, it's just always there. I'm not sure how to fix it, and I'm not sure it can be fixed. But as long as I do, like, for example, take a simple example, right? I don't want to look at my phone for the first 2 hours of the day. And if I'm able to do that, then my whole day just somehow becomes better. Like, I'm more focused, there's less nerving emotions, and I'm better able to go into the flow state. But for this goal, whenever it's day 3 or day 4, I fall off the wagon, right? Something always happens. And it's the same with anything. I do the thing for 2-3 days, and then the third, fourth day, something happens, right? Something always happens that throws me off. But whenever I do these things consistently, right, and I don't obsess over them, obsess meaning like I keep moving the goalpost, then I just feel better, right? I'm a much better person. But it's easier said than done, is it not? Like, I'm sure you experienced it before. Like, all these things, I'm not saying anything new, right? Like, these videos aren't saying anything new. Like, I'm sure you all had these thoughts before. I'm sure you all thought about this before. But it's more that the purpose of this channel is to help me think, right? To help release my, got a headache, my creative mindset, and to improve my speaking skills, because I don't speak a lot like this, and by right, I should rewatch a video and try to find ways that I'm not doing good and improve them. But I didn't do that. Like, this is all just raw, right? There's no editing, just me talking. In public, I mean, semi-public. I don't want to do video public. I don't want people to know about these videos, to be honest. I'm not trying to be a YouTuber. Be nice, but I'm not really a businessman. I'm a worker. I like this stability of 9 to 5, 9 to 6. Yeah, that's about it. Says here I got 4 more minutes. Yeah, today's past 2 weeks I've been doing my habits more consistently. I've got this video, I've got this, I've got that, so let's hope I can keep this up. Even in my mini versions, if I can keep them consistently, then I'll be very happy, very satisfied. And these videos, hope I can upload them consistently. Maybe after 100 videos, I'll be more confident. I'll be more, maybe I'll be thinner, As you can see, I'm not exactly thin. Maybe I'll be thinner, So I could watch this after 100 videos, see my first video, see the 100 video. See different background, see my life, a life update. I think a door just moved, but I think it's just the wind. Yeah, can't wait. Yeah, for those who are watching, thanks for watching. Maybe if I get more than 100 views, it'll be fine. Because I keep thinking, there's these YouTubers that are very big now, but they face same issues as me. For example, I just read recently about some guy who posted for 3 years consistently, right, and didn't get any traction. And imagine 3 years consistently, no traction. He only get hundreds of views, and after the 3 years, something happened, it increased, and then even then, it increased a lot, increased slowly. And maybe in his 50, he got booming viral, right? So just imagine, I could be doing this for 3 years with no discernible outcome. That's assuming I'm improving, man. Like, these sort of videos are low quality, and there's too many competitors out there. So maybe even after 100 videos, like, no one really watches them, right? Yeah, but then, like I said, it's not about the outcome, generally, because even if 3 years later, no one watches, but I look back, see my first video, see the years go by, see the progress in my life, just let's say for purely in terms of the way I talk, that's progress, right? And I'll be happy because look, I think all of us have a creative side to us. Mine is this YouTube and writing. So 3 years later, if I do both consistently, I think I'll be very satisfied, because I'll be utilizing my creative side, which I think most people don't do, right? They consume, not even from books, but just from online. There's nothing to show for it. I think this is something to show for it, that I'll be able to look at myself. I think, look, man, 3 years later, I came a long way, right? And I'm proud. Yeah, I'm fantasizing for the future, but it's still on me at the end of the day. I still have to do the actions, make sure everything's correct, and just keep going, right? You're consistent, like, you'll succeed eventually, right? I mean, that's part of the equation. But once you're consistent, then you can improve, right? It's like if you build a lot of like bad models, like let's say you write 100 essays, they're all bad, then you can start improving on it, right? Because you built the ability to write. Now it's time to write better. And I'm sure there's going to be people out there, or even myself, right, that might be saying, oh my god, but you're wasting so much time. Imagine if you just read more and you improved each essay as you write it, right? You could save so much time, you could save XX. But for me, right, this is the sort of thing that stops me from starting, right? I think I need to prepare more, I need to plan more, I need to be more efficient, I need to do that. That if I do 100 essays, they're all bad, then I wasted my time. But no, it's like, look at the world, look at my own life, right? You should reflect on yourself. Is this mindset helpful to you? Because when I think about this mindset for myself, it's not helpful. Because it ends up, I don't do anything, right? Whereas I could have 100, 200, 500 essays they're all bad, but they slowly improve. Then okay lah, maybe I waste my time what? But at least I got 500 essays ma, right? Maybe they're not as bad as I thought. Whereas I adopt this mindset that I don't have anything, right? In the pursuit of being efficient, in the pursuit of being perfect, in the pursuit of not wasting my time, I end up not doing anything. So which way is the correct way, right? Like, would I rather be the person with 100 like mediocre, low quality YouTube videos, or 1-0, right? I'd rather be 100, man. Like, maybe 100 videos, these all suck. Honestly, they could all suck. You could tell me in the comments, right? But then I'll look at myself 100 videos later, I think, man, at least I give it a try, right? At least when I was young, I tried to do YouTube. I did it my way, right? Like, same background, no editing. This mic I got from Amazon or Shopee, right? Like, and I told myself, I did it right, 3 years, 100 videos, maybe no sponsors, no money, just me, myself, my camera. Maybe I only got 100 views. Well, who knows, right? But I'm doing it for myself, right? And as long as you can look at yourself and think, man, you give it a try, it's good, right? Who cares, right? Maybe not for you. Could be that you guys inspired by this, you watch a video, you guys are more successful than me. Okay, good for you, man. Okay, I think that's a video, 30 more minutes. I got set time limit. Sayonara.